All right, so I wouldn't take much of our time because I know you want to get back to your assignment as soon as you can. So last week we had a task at hand and we are supposed to share um, one of the things. Who remembers what we did last week? What was the activity we did and what was the task giving us? If you remember, please unmute and then tell us so we can go straight to it and then have one quick activity before we go.
Roscoe, I think your voice is quite low.
Okay, sorry. So I'm saying that last week you had a quick activity. So if you remember the activity and then the task that you were given, kindly unmute and then tell us about it so we can jump right into it. Can you guys hear me? If you remember the activity, please unmute and then speak right into it. Let's get started. Let's get going. Let's get talking. If you don't remember, you owe me something. So if you don't remember, write in the chat box. I don't remember. Just be honest. Okay, Ken is being honest. Yeah, I think Victoria remembers. So let me just run it through. So we just talked about the previous activity that we had. That was about sharing, listening to your other partner. So listening, mindfulness. That was what we gave feedback on. And then we had another activity we were supposed to give feedback on. That was yesterday, which we're doing today. And it's about observing your thoughts for 15 minutes, observing your thoughts for a while. So I believe now you remember. So I remember sharing that with us, and then some of our colleagues shared a screenshot of that in the Slack channel. So if you remember, the exercise is about your mind, how you are aware of your own thoughts, and there was a, how do I call it? There was an instruction to it. So I'm just going to present my screen right away so you can see it. I think you remember that. So if you remember you've done one of it, let me know. Yeah, the week can be super fast, but I believe whenever we are given some tasks, we remember to do it right away. That way you won't be stuck. So I'm just sharing that screen. It's about showing open up method. So yeah, so when you sat down to observe your own thoughts, okay, what what came into mind for that 15 minutes or whatever minute you're given to yourself? What came into mind? What did you do? What thoughts were running through your mind, and how did you handle it? So I'll just read the instruction as this is about showing the screen. So to begin, sit or lie down in a comfortable position and try to let all your tension in your body dissipate. Focus on your breathing first, then move your awareness to what it feels like to be in what it feels like to be in your body. And finally, move on to your own thoughts. Think of them as a passing cloud in the sky of your mind. If your mind wanders to chase a thought, acknowledge what it was that took your attention and gently guide your attention back to your thought. So this is what we are doing today. This is the task we were giving and we're supposed to give feedback on. So if you remember now, let's get going. Let's do it. If you're ready to speak, just unmute and tell me we can do that exercise even as of now if you haven't done that. Because I think we had some grace period to have done that. So based on the instruction, let's go ahead and, and do it. If you're not ready to speak out, go in that order of me mentioning your names, please. All right, so I think I'll go in that order. Adake,
Hey Prosper, I just joined. I don't know what we're talking about.
Adake, you forgot about the task we were given last week, so you observe your thoughts for 15-minute maximum. And that was the essence. Is for awareness of your own thoughts. Whatever comes into your mind, how do you see it? And I gave out instructions to that as of last week as well, and it was shared in the Slack channel. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just going by sharing our experience from the exercise.
Can I go last, please?
That's okay. All right. Abu Bakar.
Okay, thanks.
I kind of lose connection just now. I didn't get what you said.
Okay, so yeah, so back to the task, observe your thoughts. And I just read the instructions. So guys, I'm reading the instruction for the last time, and I hope we remember it and then practice it right now if we haven't done it. So this exercise is a staple of mindfulness designed to simply enhance your awareness of your own thoughts. To begin, sit or lie down in a comfortable position and try to let all your tension in your body dissipate. Focus on your breathing first, then move your awareness to what it feels like to be in your body. And finally, move on to your thoughts. Be aware of what comes into your head, but resist the urge to label or judge these thoughts. Think of them as a passing cloud in the sky of your mind. If your
Hello,
mind
Prosper.
wanders to chase a thought, can you hear me?
Your voice, we can't hear you. It's not clear to be honest. The voice is very, very low. I barely can hear what you're saying. Since
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So that's it. I hope this solves me not being heard so clearly. Hi guys, can you hear me now? So I think I dropped that in the chat box
yes,
if you can see it.
I think it's clearer now. It's clearer.
So as we are waiting, who is ready to go for us? Yeah, Victoria, go ahead. Victoria, please go ahead. I can, okay. Your network maybe join back. Please, who else is available to do that? Because I expect all of us to be able to do this.
Sorry, I question.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, Rukia. Go ahead.
Okay, so are we supposed to discuss the thoughts that come to us for what exactly?
We're supposed to discuss that now. I'm sure if we had done that way earlier, it'd be easier. But at the same time, we have the time. We're supposed to discuss the thoughts. So it's about you being conscious. Thoughts will come in, but based on the instructions, how do you guide it? How do you guide it not to judge whatever thoughts you are having at the moment? Yeah, well, Kelly, go ahead.
So for me, I actually started this practice this year of getting in control of my thoughts, and I've been practicing quite often. And one thing I had learned earlier was that every time, because most of the time I overthink and I end up getting negative thoughts. So most of the time when you get a negative thought, there's this thing I learned how to do called countering it. Like anytime you have a negative thought, think of all the positive things can happen. Instead of thinking of what can go wrong, think of actually what can go right. Or in case of a point where you feel like you're insufficient and you can't do it, tell yourself how sufficient you are and keep reminding yourself that. And it actually really helps. So the whole process of also going through like my thoughts helps me realize like when I have a bad thought that I need to get rid of, or it's something that's really affecting me, whether it's greed or anger or jealousy. It's just letting go. So yeah.
That's great. And this is the kind of conversation I want us to have. And one thing that I would love to stress is that human beings are complicated, but can be soft, can be really, really soft, to be honest. And thoughts, I don't mind what kind of thoughts, but if you're able to communicate what thoughts are in your mind at the point in time, you are able to guide it using the example shared by Mortal. So I would encourage us to do that right away. Share what how you got it, what is in your mind right now, what thoughts is running through. The underlying factor is you're not to judge it, you are not to judge it, you are not to bias it, but be able to say whatever it is. So who's ready to speak? I think if you're ready, or Victoria, if you're back, please speak right.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I just want to say something.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, so like today, when I saw the challenge that you just posted, I just tried to sit down and just like a lot of thoughts like you are here to do this assignment, 10 academic assignments. So I just like let me just take this thing off and let me just be relaxed. So that's one way I was able to actually that was one way I was actually able to stay calm and also stay there in the place because most times this over busyness and you're too busy and stuff like that, you don't even have time for yourself. So when I saw the challenge, I just sat down and when some thought actually come out, like, no, it's not the time for it. Even if it's good or bad, or even if it's something that will genuine, because it was just like, no, it's not now, let me just relax myself and just have time for myself. And that's just what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited you shared that because at the point in time, this is what is occurring in your mind. You have those things on top of your mind. But like as we all do, you program your thoughts to do ABC at a point in time. But something even when people get married, they know all they have been spiritual all the years. Another part they need to get to, they program their mind, prepare their mind to even that you need to prepare yourself for examples on giving. At this point in time when you're reflecting, controlling, program your mind or get it taught. Victoria, if you're back, or Jeanette, if you're ready, please unmute it.
Okay, hi everyone. Sorry, my network just went. Okay, so for I and Jeanette did this challenge again together. So we sat down in a relaxed position for 15 minutes, and then we shared our thoughts eventually when we finished. So for me, I actually felt really sleepy. Honestly, I actually almost slept right there, thinking just sitting down because the position was really relaxed and all. So, but in that moment, because I wasn't really so stressed on Friday, I think I was just trying to decide. Um, I wanted to make my hair, so I was trying to decide the color of the attachment I wanted to use, and I finally figured it out during that period. Then I also thought about the portfolio I was working on and the corrections I wanted to make, and that was just basically it for me. Sha. So I'll leave Jeanette to share her thoughts.
Jeanette, can you please speak now? Okay, while we wait on Jeanette, Elvis,
Can I go sometime later, please? I just arrange my thoughts.
Okay, Kelvin. Kelvin. Who's next, please? Okay, it looks like most of us are now thinking of getting our thoughts together. Adake, are you ready now to speak? Gerard, you're unable to speak. Okay. All right,
Hello.
Abubakar, would you like to go? Yeah, Gerald.
Sorry, I could not speak the first time. I was having some technical issues. Mhm. So, last week, we were talking about last week, right?
Yeah, the tax, I dropped it back again for those who couldn't see. So you can scroll out and you see the tax is posted.
Okay. So, for me,
Yeah,
I
I'm
tried
dropping
to.
it back again. Have you seen it?
Okay, then. Give me like a.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So last week I did not practice the um the, the mindfulness. Um, it was too packed for me. I had a lot of tasks, but when you send the guideline today, I tried to replicate it. So while I was relaxing and trying to feel the thoughts in my body, I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is the joy that I'm currently experiencing, the good news that I received, and how to solve this week's challenge and make an interim submission. So I
Well,
don't know.
the good news. That that
Yes,
that
yes.
that's true. Are you willing to share the good news with us?
Okay. So actually, I was hoping I would share it on yesterday on the community, but you said we will not have it. So I was a little bit sad
Yeah.
because of that. So I'm going to share it now. So
Okay.
on Sunday, I don't know, was it Sunday? Yeah, on Sunday, I got a call from home because I'm not currently home now. So I got a call from home that my good friend has given birth.
Oh.
And by my good friend is the only person that will always listen to me anytime my code has error, and by any time I mean all the time. and she always stayed there to listen to whatever complaint that I have, and that's my cat, my special somebody.
Wow. Wow, congratulations. Now you have a baby.
Yeah, something like that.
Congratulations. I'm so happy you found so much joy to share this with us. And we want to say congratulations once again for being the good father of the year. This is so
I don't think you get what I'm saying because
so.
I see someone calling me daddy now.
Can we now wrap up with you?
It's not that. It's my pet that gave birth.
Yes. So Gerald, he said he's joking.
Yeah, my pets, my cats, my one and only.
You guys, I can stop laughing. You're still daddy.
Come on.
All right. Adake, now can you speak forth so we can wrap up for today? Okay. So guys, we are just about finishing right now. Adake, we're waiting on you.
Prosper.
Gerard, are you ready to speak now?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Abubakar, congratulations. Even though you say you're not the dad, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's okay to disown sometimes. Anyway, so for me, I tried the activity last week. I tried it quite several times. So the first 2 or 3 times I kept on failing because I looked back into the past, and then I realized that I was judging myself. So I had failed, mostly about where I had failed. So it was eating me up. So I stopped. So I knew it was not the right thing. But sometime on Saturday or Sunday, I was just able to sit down and just let things flow. So I started thinking about my life from primary school to high school. So the goals I had, the goal that I had achieved, maybe by the time I was finishing primary school. Then I looked at myself again in high school, the school I went to, the things that I had achieved, the things that I had not achieved, and then I also finally reached the university. So after a while, I don't know what happened, it just gave me a clarity of thought. Then I used that as a base for my 2-year plan. So yeah, so after all that, I was just able to sit down and then just draft something within minutes, and then I shared it with my friends. So these are the plans that I have for the next 2 years. So it was just entirely because I was able to just sit down and think about what I've done, what I have not done, yeah, and what stage of my life I'm in. So it was really nice for me. Yeah.
Great. Super awesome. Now the thoughts are working. Adake.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I couldn't talk before. I was still trying to understand what was going on. So concerning the meditation thingy that we're supposed to talk about, I didn't really do it, but yesterday during Idris's session, we had something similar. I can't say. Well, I am new to meditation, so I didn't really get something out of it, but I'm challenging myself to make it a habit and then see what I can get out of it. So that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so guys, on this note, we are done for today, and we hope to be back with similar thing. Continue with the conversations on Slack and be a part of sharing resources, be a part of helping someone. And I look forward to movie night soon. And yeah, we're good.